Welcome back. We are in Dranglaic Castle, very near the Throne of Want, that we took a quick peek at. Or at least the pathway to it last session. I'm gonna wait for this very, very slow door to open just to remind myself. And we're through. We squeezed. Okay. So this is our eventual goal, back to the Throne of Want here. However, we still have a little unfinished business before we can head on down that way. Let me race first. Oh, I don't know. Let's try the Iron Passage. I hear good things. I hear good things about the instant death and multiple layers of puzzle box. So it should be fun. Hello, hello, good morning. Or afternoon. Something like that. Okay, so I do believe we're going the other way. This is how we got down here. Good morning and welcome. So glad to have you. Alright, so the only difference this time around is that I will be human throughout, no matter what happens. Which appears to have activated some summon signs. See if I can get a little help in the melee to come. I'm also going to switch back to this. I think I already have it. There we go. Let's try this. Need to oil it up a little bit, maybe. I have no clue what that would do exactly. Perhaps just release a whole bunch of badness. A whole bunch of unfortunate times. And I'm fairly confident that salamander, whatever that is, can shoot fire through bars, as we saw earlier in the game. So, let's not pull that under a penalty of death. Let's see what's down here. Hey, everybody. Oh, goodness. Is his aim off or is mine? One of us should be very embarrassed. We'll figure out who later. I'm starting to wonder about the aim. Now, let's not instantly die. Or we could continue the trend of instantly dying, sure. Okay, there's something in here. I'm actually wondering if it'd be a better idea just to go for it. Because the mess out there certainly isn't helping. Okay. had a feeling that might happen. And there he goes. There he goes, buffing his weapon again. That is significantly longer now. In direct contrast to my life. Thought I could sneak one in. Okay. I'm gonna give you a second to think about what you're doing. And then rethink it. How's that sound? There he is. Was way too close. There. Thank you, Drifter Swordsman. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Would love to still have my summoned guys for this whole mess. But I understand. Alright, what's beyond? Haha. A Pharos mask. Let's take a look. Oh, it means I would have to take off my crown. Lower myself. That's fine. Tears flow from the eyes of this mask, drenching the wearer. This is something that I think could finally help us. I do believe they actually changed the whole way that lava section in the Iron Keep works. And I do believe this is the item now, similar to the hollow skin mask preventing curse. I do believe this will prevent fire damage, or at least a portion of it. We may finally be able to return to the Iron Keep. Is the idea. Just need to get back out to a bonfire. Let's try it. There are multiple other items inside of there. Titanite shards, etc., etc. This is all I really wanted. Is this Pharos mask? Ah, yes, I think I did see that cake picture in the Discord this morning. Happy birthday, if you are still there, my chilly friend. Let me try this. I'm going to de-regal myself for a moment. Don't look. Avert your eyes. I'm hardly regal. Okay. Just in case, and because I don't want my normal armor set to break, let me switch to smelters as well. I'll just give myself as much of an advantage as possible. Where are those smelty leggies? There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. Still quite a bit of damage. I don't know exactly how you would do that. Let me attune my spell too. There must be some way to have all of these things work in conjunction with one another. Because it's just too much damage to this day, even with all of these items. That's handleable, perhaps. So we did already get that item. I'm in the wrong spot. And that just doesn't look good at all. I don't think the jump across is what they have in mind. Could also potentially drop down. I guess that's only in the second section. It must be that you have to get down here. Well, there goes forever. That's definitely makeable. You're wondering what fire items I'm using in total? Is that the question? Oh no, what was in the first? I'm sorry, I read that as what was in the list. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Okay, let's try this again. We still have mask. I'm going to use the sweaty spell. And try not to angle myself off the edge. There we go again. This is very, very tricky. We'll get there. Yes, absolutely. I am still using the flash sweat spell as well. So now I'm using a mask that is crying to make me wet, a sweaty spell to make me wet, and fire-resistant armor. And yet, I'm still dying. Such is the nature of barbecuing oneself, I suppose. Please stop there. There you go. Now we'll have a little sip. And let's watch this be like a wilted herb. A simpleton spice, sure. That's kind of a thing. Alright, we got it. Now we're moving on to the next area. Finally moist enough. Goodness. It's only taken me nigh on 300 levels. 300 levels of grinding out old boss souls just to be moist enough for this segment. Sure Paul Rudd had a similar time preparing for his roles in Hot Wet American Summer. These multiple roles. I've lost the ability to speak. Okay. I don't think we need to talk to him, necessarily. And I should likely have a weapon equipped, lest I get caught unawares with only my sweat to defend me. assuming there's still an archer or two hanging around here somewhere. Just dodge that great arrow real quick. Oh, that's sad. There we go. Okay, so I think it's just that one. Let me get down there. Oh, huh? Oh, there he is. Proper fencing stance when you one-hand it. That's very nice. Disengage! Disengage! Okay. Got a chest, and that appears to be it. I'm gonna life gem it. I'm going to become sweaty. So very close. But that's fine. We got the item. We will grab my soul's recrown, and we will be ready to go. Should be able to jump back to Shulva now, to the Cave of the Dead. Once I have human flesh enrobing me again, we will grab some friends and try to take out that 3-on-1. I don't think I saw the sequel Hot Wet American Mummer Man, but I believe that it exists. Fully. And will search my local Blockbuster for it. I can't wait to see the end credit bloopers of Hot Wet American Mummer Man. It's a little rude of you, don't you think? It's a little rude of the pursuer to spawn in here, don't you think? There you go, finally. Come back here. Okay, I guess that's another thing I'm gonna need to add to the list. That there is a pursuer spawn here, but let me get my souls back first and arrange my ducks, as 'twere. This way, ducks. Ah, there's a guy up there, isn't there? He's gonna be upset with me. Almost neglected him on my Christmas list. Alright. Quick rescue mission. Sweaty, sweaty rescue mission. And now we have some items. I'm just so desperately proud of myself. Let's move on. Alright, what is going to take out that pursuer? I guess I should stick with the old pokey pokey. Let's sink to this bonfire up here. If we can skirt past his rising form. Oh, he probably only comes out once per bonfire cycle. Okay. Quick rearrange. Don't need this. Need this. And... there we go. Okay. Now I'm probably all gross. That's fair. The one thing the crown does not seem to do is actually reverse your Halloween in order to make you human. But once you use that and you're wearing the crown, you can now never not be human again. Unless you take it off, obviously. It's a much, much less confusing way to say that. Did I not sit at it? Is that what I've done? There we go. That's the healthiest pursuer I've seen in recent memory. Sure. Got me on the 3. Yikes. I don't want to despawn him. No. Rats. Okay. I'm gonna need to get a little more proficient at that. Let's try this again. Also thinking he may be resistant to dark damage. But I'm not entirely sure. Let's see how much damage this does in comparison. I believe I was playing a thief named Soren in Dark Souls Remastered, the first one, yes. This is a different game, the sequel. And I'm now playing you, a deprived class. Alright. Slow and steady. That's the way. Slow and dodge. Slowly dodge it. Or not. Take it right in the back and face. Sure. Sleep sweetly. All right. Now let us return to Shulva. Gotta tie up all these loose ends. At some point I'm going to probably need to spend that 300 and some. Instead of just keeping it around. Can you ask your pursuer for his number? Yes, yes please. Big, broad shoulders. Thick, greatsword. These are things I can appreciate in a pursuer. Nice little round tummy. You know all the things I appreciate in a pursuer. Alright, looks like we'll get help for this area too. I finally stumbled on the right word to explain these these areas, these little side passages online, someone described them as challenge rooms, similar to like a Zelda dungeon. They're challenge rooms that have items of use at the end. I was really hoping to dodge for that. Ah, this is much easier with 3 people. Thank you for being here. Okay. Not seeing anything of use up here. Let's go down. Okay. Sure. Just trying to make it all the way back down to that room where the 3 blue invaders are hiding out. I believe that is the boss section, technically. Yikes. And we're sipping. We're sipping now. Okay. Everybody good? There you go. Yeah, have a little of that. And here we go. Ah, really needed that to stagger him. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure, okay. Ah. This is not a good spot. And there's 400,000 souls just sitting down there. Yikes. Well, we'll see if we can get down to it. It's not seeming likely, but sure. Maybe just a quick suicide run. Let them catch up to me. Any time now. Excuse me, gentlemen, gentlemen. Pardon me. Hey, buddy. Wow, they just do not stagger, do they? I had such high hopes for that one. I also have a very unhelpful sweat spell still equipped. Really would like to take out this club guy. He's my biggest damage problem. And the club. Come on now. Would also love to take out the sorcerer and the archer at the same time. Come on, swing for it. Swing for it. Pokey pokey. There, finally, he staggered. Come on. No, you don't. Okay. We're both just furiously trying to get in a sip. Every chance we get. You want another one? You want another sip? You can go for it. That's fine. Oh, come on. Okay. Where's that swordsman? I'm gonna need to have a word with you, friend. Let's try this. A little bit slow there. Okay. Please sip now. There you go. Love it if you hit him with some of those spells. That'd be great. There you go. Thank you, Atlas. Thank you for bearing with me there. That was a nightmare. I'm just gonna flex my hands a few times, if you don't mind. Ooh. We still have our 400 and something. That's all that really matters. So what is the prize? Beyond just a lot of statues. Which I'm happy with. I mean, sure, I'll put them in my summer home. Yep, that's pretty much how I feel after this fight. Pegged it. That is a very good question. So sorry, catching up to the chat here. Is this the kind of game where a two-handed warrior is very powerful, but also made of tissue paper? Or is it like your armor is so good it's actually defending you? Very good question. And yeah, effectively, two-handed warriors are like tissue paper. Much, much easier to survive if you have a shield. However, you're counteracting the time it takes in combat, effectively. If you have a two-handed sword build, you're kind of trading hits, and you have to make up that time by ensuring you have enough time to drink Estus to restore your health. Estus becomes desperately important when you don't have a shield. However, you could drink a little less Estus, have a shield, and the fights would take longer just because you'd be doing less damage, but it is sort of more of a logical way of doing it. I'm going for the barge through the front gates with dual-wielded AR-15s sort of thing. A very Thor Ragnarok. So what is this flower skirt? What is this lovely item? Not sure if it is a torso item or if it is perhaps boots. I suppose boots would make more sense. Here we go. High durability. I must see what this looks like. Okay. Yeah. That's very nice. Different petals. Yeah. I like it. This is the kind of king I choose to be. Gloved. Speaking of which, I'm trying to decide what we actually want to be wearing for the big ending cutscene. And I happen to notice... Where are my boots? There we go. I happened to notice this North Warder robe that we picked up in Elaeum Lois in a hidden side passage. Actually looks very regal and kingly. It does not defend me very much, but I kind of like that get-up. Especially with the... Oh, I don't know what to call it. Wide base? I like this... I am the king and I am flowing towards you. Look, that's very nice. Like a bride on their wedding day. Everyone look at me. Alright. So I guess we get a flower skirt out of the arrangement. And that is apparently it. I'm sure there are other items I skirted past in the first section, but really just wanted to take out that three-man battle for my own pride. Let's head back up to this one. Flounce is the word that I want, yes. Flouncing through the hallways. Make way for the king. Privately, my servants will begin to call me King Flounce in an effort to hurt me, but I'll just take it as a badge of honor. Alright. So. I don't think I have any other way to avoid this now. I think we have to go fight the Dark Lurker. Should probably go level up first, actually. It was a bit of a waste of a fast travel screen. My apologies. Let me run back to Majula. I'm also still not convinced this one under Castle Tranglaic is the most effective one for leading up to the Dark Lurker, but it's not bad. We'll stick with it. There she is.
Bearer of the curse.
are we working with? Let's do endurance. One thing to note, I did actually, yeah, this is another point of business and a knot that needs tied. I ground up my intelligence and faith. They were both around 13 or so, 10 to 13 last time. I took some time with the Giant Lord specifically to get both of those up to 20 because I think it's going to head off another serial killing that Navlan wants us to perform for him, regrettably. I don't know if I want to do endurance or adaptability. I'm going to go endurance. I need the stamina. Yes. Okay, so now those souls will be gone. Fantastic. Let's take another brief detour. Back to the Huntsman's Copse. You may remember very, very briefly on the way in, there is a gentleman sitting in a cave in the dark, facing the wall, just amusing himself with his own thoughts, as one does. And he does not really speak to you until you're at a certain intelligence and faith level. He's a spellcaster. You know how elitist they can be. And so now that both of those, intelligence and faith, are at 20, he should have a little gift for me.
What? These are for you.
Thank you.
Together.
And I do believe that sunset staff, his catalyst, is what Navlan later asks me to kill him and take. But now I don't have to kill him, as we are dear, dear friends. Sure, I'll take one of those. And we got those. Okay.
I went to a great school in the south, but neither sorcery nor pyromancy appeal. I learned nothing. Nothing at all. It was there that I happened upon the dark. It drew me in, the nebulous dark. Soon I was...
That's such a good word for it.
The dark runs deeper than anywhere else. Hexes, they were once those... Just to come again.
Yes. Okay, thank you. So after we are able to give him Kale, the cartographer's helm, we should be able to now give him the sunset staff. Without having to kill Deer Falcon, he can continue to stare at that wall for the next 10,000 or so years as my kingdom continues. Okay. Now I believe we can travel back. And where was it we were going? Dark Lurker, that's it. Alright. Took me a second. Let's give this another try. A few things I realized, researching him afterward, is that apparently I've been poking him with this, which is dark and ice damage. He is weak to fire and lightning damage, so this hasn't been doing me much good. I should be able to use either of these since they're degrading so quickly, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to have both equipped, because they're both ultra greatswords. And therefore very, very heavy. Like, it does actually take me down to the next level of rolling speed. Having both of these equipped at the same time, it's kind of unfortunate. But I'm not seeing an easy way around it. Let me fix my spells. They should be weak to fire damage, so I may actually be able to get one of those flame swaths off. And... what else? Maybe just a couple of fireballs. Fire orbs, even. That'll be plenty. Okay, I'm only losing 77,000, which isn't that much at this point, and while I wear the crown, there will be no health loss or anything like that. So I should be in good stead. I don't believe I will ever get help, summon signs, with this guy. But let's take a few more tries at it. The other thing I should likely have just in my inventory bar, in case, are a couple of these, something called dark troches. There we go. That boost dark defense. Pretty much everything but his fireball spell is a dark-based attack. So this might help me a bit also, but I'll wait till I'm down there to use one. Ah, okay. Here we go. Make sure nothing else has popped up. I don't believe so. Nope, that was what I wanted. There we go. Let me take a sip of water briefly as I reach and reach for my water. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's gin. Okay. Here we go. And then you have to go and mention something like breakfast from McDonald's. Well, I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I get into my T-Rex themed hazmat suit and head on down. But you already have McDonald's at home. Aw, but it's not the same, Mom. It's not the same strange Bavarian mom I have for some reason. And you know that. You know that Duplos aren't the same. Get out of here. Mega Blocks, what? Don't you follow him. There you go. Good king. Good little king. Getting awfully tired of pushing you into this hole. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to do Flame Swath. I'm going to start with it out. And then we'll switch back to a weapon. Oh boy, do I ever want to become famous by buying followers. That's what I live for, man. That is very effective. I should have also put some wilted herbs or something. Whatever the correct herb is. Yikes. Alright. Let's use one of these. I forgot. There we go. Yikes. Okay. Just barely got it off. Alright, now back to melee. Okay. Got me. But that does, those dark troches take off like half the damage, probably. That is very, very much better. I just need to remember to use them when I run out, inevitably. Okay, yeah, get your lasers. That's fine. All right. Yikes. Ah, not what I wanted. Ah, I should have ran for it and then sipped. I thought I'd try. So this is very, very doable. Let me take another stab at that. And yes, now that I am not in combat, let me take care of this bot. My apologies. There we go. And blocked. Alright. Just in case. Okay, so sorry. Let's try this again. We still have some dark troches, I'm sure. Ah, that's the other thing. Let me check if there is a spell use. And stop, slow, wean. My words. Okay. Restores spell uses. There's only 2 flame swaths. I don't know if I need to go crazy. Can I just keep popping these? Let me try it. If I have flame swath and I use one, and then I use another, that gives me 1 back. Cool. Okay. Just checking. And I need to open it. Every time.
Now, young, the master, if you. May the dark shine low. May the dark.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah. No, I got it. Thank you, old man. Appreciate your help. Get lost in the labyrinth of his dialogue options there. Not to mention the depth of his eyes. So I'm just going to try to flame swathe the holy hell out of them, for lack of a better plan. And then we'll switch to melee again. No time for jumping. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I'd be fancy with it, but I see now that was the wrong choice. Okay. Grab my souls. I want to use a dark defense item. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm gonna leave this on Amber Herb. Switch to Pyromancy. And let's try this. Apparently I need to be a little closer. Okay. not going well. I haven't hit him with any of those yet. Jeez. Apparently I need to be much, much closer than I think. Or he needs to not be moving while I'm doing it. So maybe while he's doing a laser or something is the correct time. Really? Still not hitting him. Yikes. Well, this is just not working. Okay, hold still somewhere. Yikes. That was just terrible, and a waste of a human effigy. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm sorry I had to see that. Okay. Maybe I'm overcomplicating this. Let's go take out the guys again, and we'll figure it out.
Finally, now young, the most of the 50. May the dark.
I'm going to try to see how much damage my other greatsword does at this point. Okay. We'll just keep hitting each other. Sure. And I'm using amber herbs. Great. I wish it was effigies that they gave you instead of bonfire ascetics. That would make this all very fair and understandable. Oh yeah, got your classic little pokey sword out. Yikes, that just seems inhuman. Ah, come on. Having such bad luck with it. Okay, we'll just keep doing this dance. Don't go in the hole or anything, that's fine. So now I have next to no Estus whatsoever. That's fine. And a very damaged sword. This dark lurker, I tell ya. Punished every step of the way. Okay. I'll hold that in reserve. I am going to use some of these. That helps significantly. I'm going to keep it on Estes for now. Let's try this. That'd be a real good time to flame suave. So it actually seems to be a little less than the lightning, which is okay. About the same, really. Nah. All right. Slow it down now. Oh, come on. I need every hit I can get. Okay. There we go. Ah. Delicious soul. And an achievement. Apparently that is the first Covenant. Beating that boss finishes the Pilgrims of the Dark Covenant, which is the only one I join. And I just got an achievement for completing it. Apparently I'd never done that before, this time through. Okay, let me make sure there's not a reward item I'm missing beyond the soul, which I'm sure will create some sort of terrifying weapon or spell. Looks good. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm so sorry. That was many more tries than I had hoped. But a secret, optional, endgame boss that is very, very cool. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Young undead, you've discovered the truest dark.
The very truest.
A deep, deep dark it is. The dark that we must all face. We need the abyss more now than ever.
Oh, good. I can finally climax. I mean, I've finally learned how to... you know what I mean. You know exactly... Don't try to make this something that it's not.
These to you. Take them on your pilgrimage.
Oh, thank you. You did say these, plural, but okay, that's fine.
The embrace of the dark.
It already has. It has absorbed my sorrows forever. Okay, so now I do believe All 3 portals in all 3 locations are now open for free from now on, and you can go down and fight those blue spirits, which are rather a nice endgame grinding opportunity, especially when you can get them to fall into the pits, which is the main idea. I haven't been doing that in, so many tries now, but if you can get them to fall into the pits, you get several thousand souls, and it's rather nice.
Finally, now, young.
Let me make sure he doesn't have anything else to buy momentarily. Alright. Fantastic. So now I'm just going 1 level up here, back to Drangleic Castle near the King's Gate, and I will leave us there for next time. I do believe we may have enough time here to jump into an episode of Batman, if anyone is sticking around for the justice. I will be right back with some coffee, and next time I do believe we will be able to go through the King's Gate to the Throne of Want proper, where I left us last session. Thank you very much for finishing my business with me here. I will see you back in Castle Drangleic next time. Bye for now.